My name is Odessa. I'm the Mystic Intuitive Healer. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master, spiritual coach, and an intuitive tarot card reader. And through the work I'm doing here on YouTube, as well as Instagram, TikTok, and my own website, odessamal.com, I deliver messages to you that will help you to awaken, heal, align, and grow. So I'm excited about today's topic. It is going to be juicy. I'm going to be looking into your romantic and sensual partnerships to find out if you are an angel or a devil in love. I have 3 piles for you guys to select from. As always, pile number 1 is partnered with the pink candle with the red ribbon. Both of these colors are associated with love and passion. And then pile number 2 is partnered with the white candle with the blue ribbon. Both of these colors are associated with purity and the angelic realm. And then pile number 3 is partnered with the black candle with the purple ribbon, which is associated with the esoteric, the metaphysical, as well as royalty. So there's a bit of duality to this particular color combination. Now, I'll let you know, I have no idea what the messages are in each pile. I blindly selected all of the cards, so I can't guarantee that the color combinations match with the card messages. So I encourage you to allow your intuition to guide you to your pile, but it is totally up to you. I'll give you a close-up of the cards and the candles in just a moment, and I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1, welcome back. So you picked the pink candle, and these cards are gonna let me know if you're an angel or a devil in love. Let's find out. Okay, so you got the future, beauty, chameleon, duality, and Josephine Baker. Okay, so it's very clear from the duality and the chameleon card that you have both the energy of the devil and the angel inside you in terms of love. So I definitely think that you are a very physically attractive person. With the beauty card and Josephine Baker, you probably have unique personal style. You probably have a lot of energy. You are sort of magnetizing. People love to watch you. I think that you're probably very charismatic. You may be somebody who works in entertainment, or you're just somebody that finds that people have their eyes on you, right? They want to be around you. There's just something that's like really energizing and magnetic about you. You may have unique personal style that is like your own personal brand. You may have a strong social media presence. I definitely get the energy that you're sort of like breaking the mold, or you're a little bit ahead of your time. And you may find that you have a lot of admirers, but also possibly a lot of haters because of that. And you may find that in different environments, you sort of have to play on both sides of yourself, right? There may be times when you want to lean more into that angelic energy, and then there's times when you want to lean into that devil energy, like the chameleon. You are adapting to your environment. And I think for the most part, that probably really works for you. You're probably a really amazing flirt. I'm definitely getting the energy with somebody who really knows how to like use their physical body and, you know, their facial expressions, their mannerisms to like subtly give people clues to their interests, right? Like you just know how to make eye contact with someone, or how to, you know, like you subtly touch their arm, things like that, that just really draw people into you. And I think that for the most part, people have a really, really like positive attitude and opinion of you. There may have potentially been people that were romantically interested in you in the past that may have had like ulterior motives. Like I kind of get the energy of somebody coming into your life wanting to have you on their arm or wanting to be on your arm, and they love your free-spirited energy. They love how empowered you are. But then when they like kind of catch your eye and you become interested in them, all of a sudden everything changes and they want to control you, and you're not about that at all. You like will shut that down. Now it's possible that in the past you didn't, and you kind of learned through experience like who you can trust and who you can't. Now this duality, I think it really extends into the bedroom as well, where I think that you may really think outside of the box. Like I do not think that you're like a one-trick pony at all. I think you're very experimental when it comes to your sensuality. And I think that it's possible that you've been with people in the past that maybe they were a little too conservative and you weren't about that at all. And that may have caused there to be like conflict in relationships for you, because not only are they being too controlling and conservative outside of the bedroom, but then they're like no fun in the bedroom too. So what's the point, right? So you've moved on from that is the energy I'm getting. But I think that especially if you're like in the public eye or you're on social media or like you're entertaining or something, you might be very polarizing, where like you have fans that just completely love you. You can do no wrong. You're an angel. And then others that like think you're, you know, a total demon and they don't want to have anything to do with you. Like it definitely feels like whoever you are part of the future though. This is where we're going. It could be that you are not wanting to subscribe to traditional gender roles, or you don't want a traditional relationship even. You know, maybe you're emancipated and you never want to settle down. You don't want to be with one partner. You want to be able to be free to date many different people and never have to play that stereotypical role, which is amazing. I mean, like whatever works for you, I 100% support. So let's get some more cards. I want to find out how your angel energy sort of manifests for you. Let's see. How does okay, let's see. So you got love lies bleeding, hopelessness, lost causes, then bird of paradise, magnificence, better perspective, and wormwood, absence, and bitter sorrow. So what I'm getting from these cards is what I was sort of subtly picking up on earlier, that I think that in the past, that maybe you had sort of tried to modify yourself, change or edit yourself so that you fit into a stereotypical role, or you met somebody else's expectations, and it caused you a lot of pain. It may have been a situation where you were possibly even in like toxic love dynamics, and it really like pushed you to the point where you realize life is too short. I am going to be my authentic self, and you came out of the closet and you are now like allowing yourself to 100% express yourself, right? You are the bird of paradise. Like you're not going to hide away any longer and not allow people to see who you truly are on every level. And like Josephine Baker is like that bird of paradise. You embody her energy, and she like really had to go up against a lot of critics and a lot of like systemic, you know, discrimination. And she blazed a path forward for herself. She's so iconic, and it looks like that's what you're doing as well. And, you know, that can be a hard road. Like, that can be really, really bumpy, but you embodying like your true identity and just showing the whole world that, no matter what others think, that really is like true unconditional love for self, and there's nothing more angelic than that. So let's find out how your devil energy manifests for you. Okay, let's see. So you've got here ghost orchid, phantoms and memories, intangible things, dragon fruit, vigor and victory, beginnings and rebirth, and increased awareness, banish fatigue. So you are fiery, you are passionate, you are going after what you want with all of this vigor and victory and banishing fatigue. You are all fire, which is truly that devil energy. A lot of passion and sensuality. I think that you are open to trying anything once is the energy I'm getting. And you don't shy away from things that might be scary to other people. And I'm not saying that it's anything like super out there. I'm just saying that you're open-minded to look at life through a different lens. And I think that you've opened yourself up a lot by facing your own shadow. So you can, get a little weird, get a little like, lean into your dangerous side in all aspects, outside of the bedroom and possibly inside of the bedroom. And that is truly that devil energy as well. Very, very cool. So let's get some more cards and find out basically how do people respond to your angelic side? Happiness. You make people feel really seen, loved. They experience more joy being around you. That's beautiful. And how do people react to their devil energy? How do people okay. Peace. Oh, wow. So there could very well be an energy here where yes, the devil energy, because I'm relating this back to like the energy of the devil card. There can be sensual, like raw, passionate sensuality there that you're tapping into for yourself, and you are allowing others to do that as well. And it's bringing them a sense of peace, contentment, that you are illuminating something for them that maybe they had some fear around, which is very cool. So let's get some final cards for you guys and find out what advice Spirit has for you about continuing to move forward and possibly integrating these even more. What advice do you have in love for pile number 1? Okay, let's see. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. So basically, I feel like I'm having sort of this whole storyline like brought into focus for me. So it looks like in the past, you had possibly been in a position where you had broken relationships, or maybe you just weren't feeling confident about yourself with the 5 of Cups. You're feeling pessimistic about love, feeling pessimistic about your life, about your sense of identity. And it could have possibly been a situation that's linked to self-limiting beliefs with the 8 of Swords, where you felt like, no, I have to sort of like live my life based on what society is telling me I need to do to get ahead. And I was like, all of a sudden, you had this epiphany. There was this brand new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles, where you're like, no, I only live once. This is my only time to shine and be authentic. And I mean, even if you believe in reincarnation and you come to these readings from a spiritual perspective and you have similar beliefs to myself, even if you reincarnate, you're only the person you are right now once, right? That's it. You get one shot at being the person that you are right now. And you are embracing that. And all of a sudden it gave you the courage to start talking to yourself in a different way, to start thinking about life in a different way, and about every aspect. Like, you know, if I don't want to, you know, have a traditional relationship or marriage, I'm not going to. If I don't want to dress the way that other people want me to, or identify the way that others want me to, I'm not going to. All of a sudden, you started to transform and you became the Queen of Swords, where you are very direct about who you are, what you want out of a relationship or what you don't want out of a relationship. You're just clear, and you are an excellent communicator, and that brought you everything. The Nine of Cups, complete satisfaction, fulfillment with your life. It's everything is starting to, if it hasn't already, built up to a fulfilling, abundant life based on your terms. This is gorgeous. I love this. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. I love chatting with you guys. If you could hit the thumbs up and like this, that would be amazing. You might know someone who would be interested in watching this as well, and you could share it with them. And if anyone would like to work with me one-on-one, you can go to my website, odessamal.com. All of my services and booking information are available there. I do tarot card readings, live and recorded. I do spiritual coaching where I can talk to you about your own personal journey. It's basically like a live tarot card session. I also do past life readings, and I can channel your spirit guides. And finally, I do Reiki crystal healing, which was truly transformative in my own life. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome back. So you picked the white candle with the blue ribbon, and these cards are going to let me know whether you are an angel or a devil in love. Let's find out. So you got secrets, potential, the Canada Goose, the rattlesnake, earth, ooh, and the Marquis de Sade. Oh my God. Okay, so pile number 1. From these cards, I would say that you are more of a devil in love. I get the feeling that you are a bit dangerous. That you, with the Marquis de Sade, you're definitely experimental when it comes to the bedroom. You may have a tendency to enjoy a little bit of pain along with your pleasure. You know, S&M was named after the Marquis de Sade. Now, that might not resonate for all of you, but there still may be other aspects of your life where this plays out, where you like a little bit of danger. You may kind of go for the bad boys or the bad girls. And you may also like a little bit of friction in your relationships. And you may have found, actually, that you kind of fall for the potential in a person with this potential card. That you meet somebody and you see all of the beauty in them at that moment, but then you kind of fall in love with sort of the projection that they are sort of, you know, shining out, right? Because most people wear a mask, right? We all sort of wear masks to a certain degree. We will wear a mask at work, like you act a certain way at work because that's appropriate and you're going to be taken seriously, whereas you're different with your family or you're different with your friends. You know, we all do that to a certain degree. But some people will sort of cultivate, you know, basically a sense of self that is not necessarily, or a projection of self that is not necessarily truly authentic to who they are. It may be who they are trying to become, but it definitely isn't who they are. And you may actually fall in love with the idea of them versus who they actually are. Now, I think partially you might like that because you are a little bit secretive as well. I don't think that you like to reveal everything about yourself, that you may really like to have your own space, and you may be sort of like a fierce defender of, you know, what is yours. Like, because Canada geese, if you don't have Canada geese near you, let me tell you a little bit about this particular bird. They're beautiful. They're very large. Obviously, birds can fly, so they are always a symbol of seeing things from a higher perspective, but they are a very aggressive bird. If you are trying to walk in their path and they don't want you to, they will literally attack you 100%. I worked at a particular office that a couple of Canada geese decided that, you know, the main entrance to the building was their domain, and we literally had to get security to come in and, you know, move these birds because no one could get into the office. So you may be somebody who is just like a fierce defender of your own personal space, and you like to be able to keep your secrets so that you can have an air of mystery around you. Now, I also think that you're someone who is constantly transforming, right? So you may, I mean, this could be aesthetically. I definitely get the energy that you're very attractive and that you are a little bit theatrical when it comes to your like personal style. So you might like to wear clothing or accessories that are a little bit loud or out there or different, eye-catching for sure is what I am getting. But you may constantly be evolving and changing. So like you're changing your hair all the time, or, you know, like your aesthetic is like shifting and changing. And that could be like where you go through a phase where you're dressing one way and then it shifts and changes into another potential aesthetic. But it could be like you dress or present yourself based on your mood as well. It could be either of those. I definitely think that you like beautiful things with this Earth card. You are interested in luxury and beauty and the finer things in life. And that also makes sense with the Marquis de Sade. So, like, some people may think of you as being a little materialistic, and I see it as you really appreciating being human, right? Like, we're here as physical beings for a reason, so that you can experience the physical realm. So you may like to go out and dress up, and you like to, you know, spend money on luxuries, whether that is like clothing or vacations or beautiful possessions or fine wines or dinners or whatever. And I mean, it doesn't have to be like what I just described as luxury. Everyone has a different definition of luxury. I was just giving you the stereotype of what is luxury. But I definitely get the feeling that you like to have beautiful things. You like to spend money. You like to really stand out. And what I keep getting is you like to cause a scene is what my guides want me to say. But I don't think they mean it as in you like to cause drama. I think that what they're saying is that you like to be dramatic and eye-catching, like there's theater to life, right? So you like to make an entrance. You like to, you know, have some theatrics to your life to keep it exciting and entertaining. I don't get it like that it's low vibrational. There's a distinction there that I want to make. So let's get a couple more cards and find out a bit more about you. I would like to know basically how a little bit more about how your devil energy manifests, and like, what do people love? How does their devil energy show in them? How does their, woo, this is way too many. I'm going to do that again because I got distracted because my guides were channeling to me, and I started to think about love energy as well as, or angel energy as well as devil energy. So we'll try it again. So how does their devil energy manifest for them? Okay, let's see. So you got protect the heart, tough exterior. Just like I was saying with your devil energy, you're protective. You don't like to get people like too close. You don't want them to know everything about you. You might feel like you are a little claustrophobic when it comes to relationships. You got ancestors and resurrection, renewal of the spirit. Well, with that resurrection, that also really gives me that rattlesnake feeling where you're constantly reinventing yourself. Now, this may also be based on, you know, you are reinventing yourself as you get to know yourself on a deeper level. So you may be leaning in maybe more into your cultural heritage, whereas before you dressed more like, you know, the community that you're in. Then all of a sudden you transform and you start to know more about your cultural heritage and you start incorporating that more. It doesn't have to be that way. That's just the example that's coming forward. But I definitely get that vibe that you are, you know, shedding what is unwanted as well as the energy I'm getting. Stargazer, Lily, prosperity and abundance. Just like I was saying before, that you like the finer things in life. And you got courage and sharpness. So you're strong, you're bold, you're outspoken, and you will tell people what you think. And if you don't like what they're saying or doing, you will definitely lay that out on them. I think that you like have a take no prisoners attitude. And some people might be really rubbed the wrong way by that. You know, like they might not be able to take it. It might be too harsh for them, and you are coming from a place where you're like, I'm just telling it like it is. I'm just being honest, and if they can't handle it, then I'm not for them. And that's fair enough. So even with all of this strong, dynamic devil energy, and that is your predominant energy, we all have the devil and the angels inside us. So let's find out how your angel energy is sort of embodied inside you. So you got protect investments, investigate choices, you got friend or foe, and you got surviving sickness, what doesn't kill you, defines you. So it looks to me like the reason why you lean more into your devil energy versus your angel energy is that at some point during your life you were hurt. And it could have been even when you were a kid, right? Like a friend stabbing you in the back. Something made you feel vulnerable, so you've closed yourself off from that to a certain degree. But I think that once you open yourself up to this energy, being vulnerable a little bit more, it's going to help create even more abundance. And like, I just got the word fantasy. You're gonna actually have an even richer life experience because it will eventually allow you to be completely authentic. I always think that you're going to be outside of the box and unique and different, but you'll be even more authentic, which means that those that really get you and will click with you will be able to find you. If you're not authentic, they don't know who you really are, so they don't know how to connect with you, right? Now, you'll ease into that. We're all on this journey of balance, right? The fact that you're more in the devil energy is by no means like a bad thing, right? Like, I don't see either energy as good or bad. I'm neutral with both. There's like an energy of, really living life to the fullest that comes with the devil energy that the angel energy doesn't have. And I think this is beautiful. But like I said, if you can open yourself up to be a little more vulnerable with people, I think that, things will just be a lot richer for you. Okay, so I want to know how others sort of relate to your devil energy. How do they see that or experience that? What do they think of it? They think you're extremely talented. You might very well have like a following, or you're creative in some sense, or you just have a really successful career where charisma and personal brand are important. They definitely see you as extremely talented. They see you as graceful. They want to watch you, is the energy I'm getting. So what do people think of their angel energy? Freedom. They wish that you would let that energy out more. Let it out of the cage. Allow them to access that part of you a little bit more. And that might make you feel really uneasy because, like I was saying before, you have to be vulnerable to allow that side of yourself to show. But I don't think you'll regret it. I think that it would, if you can go there, and it takes bravery, right? If you could go there, it's really going to turn things forward for you. Like, you're going to align with people that can bring you forward even more, like with success and, abundance and feeling secure and more fun, all of that stuff. All right, so what advice does Spirit have for you on balancing out this energy? Okay. So what you got is the Knight of Cups. So you definitely have to start leaning more into your compassionate nature, starting to feel more vulnerable, starting to think about listening to your intuition more and expressing your thoughts and feelings and emotions, your deeper emotions, right? A wide spectrum of emotions and not just one. You might have a tendency, and a lot of us do this, where we are feeling different things, but it's all being filtered through one emotion. And some people just shut themselves down, right? They don't express anything. And you just sort of withdraw from people. You want to try and experiment a little bit with this, right? And you can start off with expressing vulnerability or emotions about things that are not as close to you, right? Like, start to express those more like emotional feelings about things that maybe aren't as personal, more maybe like the news or what's happening to other people. Ease into it, right? But you want to start looking towards the future. Find your courage and strength to show this vulnerability, and you're going to have ultimate happiness. Right? This is going to bring you the most fulfillment, because we're all here working towards balance in all areas of our life. So this will be one of the challenges for you. But like, I think it's going to be worth the effort for sure. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. This was so fun. I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. Please comment, let me know what you thought, how this relates back to you. And if you could hit the thumbs up, that would be amazing. Maybe you know someone who's interested in this and you could share it with them. And of course, if you would like to work with me, all you have to do is go to my website, odessamall.com. All of my services and booking information are available there. I do tarot card readings live and recorded. I do spiritual coaching where I can talk to you about anything that's going on in your life or give you guidance on the metaphysical. I do Reiki crystal healing where I can balance your energy system, cut cords, all of that good stuff. And I do past life readings, and I can channel your spirit guides. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care. Hi, file number 3, welcome back. So you picked the black candle, and these cards are gonna let me know whether you are an angel or a devil in love. Let's find out. You've got transformation, nurturer, the manatee, water, and Jackie Kennedy Onassis. Okay, so honestly, the energy that's coming forward here is definitely more the angel energy when it comes to love. With Demeter, the nurturer, this is the goddess of the harvest. She's also associated with motherhood. And then with Jackie Kennedy being the former wife of JFK, first lady, style icon. There is like a grace and beauty and like a nurturing, mothering, feminine energy that is coming through here. And then that is also intensified with the element of water, which is associated with the divine feminine, and then the manatee also living in the ocean and water climates. And then Shakti energy is also associated with divine feminine. It's just feeling very nurturing, and that is, for me, very much associated with angelic energy. I think that you most likely have some psychic abilities, and that I talked about that with this particular candle, talking about the esoteric. I think that you are probably an empath, and you can intuit what somebody is thinking or feeling. You can sort of read their mind. As a result of that, you can sort of meet their needs before they've really like verbalized it, which is something that mothers do a lot, right? With their children not being able to communicate verbally, they have to sort of feel out what they need, what they're thinking, what they're wanting. A lot of us do that with our pets as well. And I get that energy from you. You most likely also can feel when somebody is out of alignment and is needing healing. You might have found that you attract sort of wounded birds, and they feel like you have very healing energy. The Shakti energy is also connected to the, it's connected to primordial feminine energy, and it can also be very healing and extremely sensual. So you being intimate with someone might have been a very healing experience for them, and you may have helped them, even though you weren't aware of it, sort of blossom and grow. Now, maybe it was because of an intimate relationship. It might have just been from being around you in general. I do think that you have a very calming energy about you, and people just find that really alluring, very attractive. You are an attractive person, 100%. Like Jackie Onassis and Demeter, 100%. You are considered an attractive person, and you most likely are very stylish. Like I said, Jackie Onassis was considered a style icon. You may have a very classic style, very streamlined, very clean. And I think that you know how to express yourself through your clothing too. There feels like it's how you physically put yourself together also says a lot about who you are. And I think that that really draws people to you as well. So let's get some cards to find out a bit more about your angelic energy. How does pile number 3's angelic energy? Okay, let's see. Oh yes, you're definitely an empath. You got the emotional clarity card, and you also got fickleness, changeability, hunting, and small endings cannot be avoided. So, like I was saying, your healing energy, I think, is something that really draws people to you. And unfortunately, I think that your empathic nature could potentially be drawing in the wrong people, people that are maybe not even aware that they're in their shadow and that they're coming to you because they need that nurturing. Maybe they didn't get it from their own parents and they want you to nurture them. And as a result of that, I think there's a lot of drain on you when it comes to relationships. And you might find that people are not very trustworthy, or they seem to change really rapidly. Like they're with you and either they start to reveal sort of like their true nature, and it might be sort of shadow energy, like hurtful, deceptive energy that comes forward. Or it might be a situation where they date you, they start to like improve, like they have more confidence, or they have you know, a deeper sense of connection, like in general, with their own emotions, and they just move on to other things, you know, like there isn't a lot of stability is the energy I get with the small endings, cannot be avoided. But I want you to know that that is just part of this beginning phase of your life, that it's all about you becoming empowered as an empath. A lot of people see empathy as a curse. I know that I did when I was in, you know, relationships in the past. It felt like relationships, why they always have to be so hard. And then finally I got to the point where I was in control of my empathic abilities, and I would consider myself an empowered empath, and I just will not tolerate people, you know, taking advantage of me. And you know, it can be sad to have to like just draw the line in the sand and cut ties with someone, but you will come to a place where you're comfortable with that, and it will improve things for you so much. So even though you're predominantly in your angel energy in relationships, we all have both energies in us. So I want to see how your devil energy manifests for you. Okay, you've got bleeding heart, emotional rejection, broken heart, betrayal and dishonesty, and you got immaturity and misunderstanding. Oh no. So this does fit with what I was talking about. I think you've had your heart broken a lot by people because you sort of like allowed somebody who was really deeply in their shadow sort of too much access to you and your heart. And I think that you kept sort of thinking the best, like you could see their potential, you could see like what it could be, and you were ignoring the red flags, and they betrayed you. And there may have been situations for you in the past where you sort of mirrored the same behavior back, like, because even if you're in your angel energy, nobody is in one energy at all time. So you might have found that in relationships, those that were in their shadow sort of triggered that energy within you too, and you behaved in ways that you don't feel proud of, or maybe you hurt people that you know, kind of regret hurting now. But it doesn't have to be the case. This might all be energy that was sort of projected onto you. Now, it could be a situation where those that you were with that were in their shadow, like that was part of it. The like sort of dynamic where they were doing the bad things, but they were telling you that you were doing the bad things. Like they're the one cheating on you, but constantly questioning you as to why you're talking to somebody else, or what's really going on with your friend or your coworker or whatever. Like super toxic. That's really toxic. So that won't resonate for all of you, thankfully. But for those that it does resonate for, that was definitely shadow energy, the devil energy, that is not a focus for you. I think you're really sort of moving past that. But there is a place for what I refer to as devil energy. And I'm when I say devil, I'm like referring to more like the meaning behind the devil card. Because we do need to be able to be empowered with our sensual, sexual side, right? Which is really linked with that kind of energy. And to be able to stand our ground and own our anger or own our power when appropriate, right? So you want to be able to find a balance of both. So let's see, how did people see your angel energy? Oh, you got, oh, yes. So you got friendship. You have a lot of friends, or people want to be your friend. They're very drawn to you as a result of this angel energy. So you might have had hardships in love, but you might have a lot of blessings that come forward to you in terms of friendship. And you got inspiration. You inspire others because I think you see the best in them. You highlight that to them and they think, wow, you know, I never really saw myself that way. And they have like increased confidence. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, let's find out how people view your devil energy. Okay, so you got the card forgiveness. So people have hurt you in the past, right? I've mentioned this. And those that hurt you deeply regret it. They wish that they could get forgiveness from you. I think they realized that they were in the wrong, that they mistreated you. You know, hindsight is 20/20, and they most likely look back at the events, how they unfolded, and they think, wow, I really let a good person go. I really ruined a great opportunity for myself, and I wish that I had handled that differently. Now, with this card coming out, I'm not suggesting that you should go back to these people. It's one thing for people to regret how they behaved. It's another thing for them to have healed the, you know, underlying conditions that caused them to make those decisions in the first place. All I'm saying is they regret it. It's the jury's still out on whether they could actually ever change that behavior. So I just wanted to mention that. So let's get some advice from Spirit and find out how you can integrate these two energies. Okay, what advice do you have for pile number 3? How can they integrate the devil and angel energy within them? Okay. Yeah, okay, so you've definitely been harmed in the past. The 9 of Swords. You've experienced depression and deep pain and sorrow as a result of these hardships in relationships. You've possibly felt like love wasn't for you, that you would never find the right person, there would never be balance, that you had a sort of a pessimistic attitude about love. And I think it goes back to feeling like those that were with you were trying to control you, and you wanted to release that. You don't want to be controlled by another person. You want to have balance in the relationship with the 2 of Pentacles. This was the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And you may still be in a place where you are sort of like thinking about what has happened. You're a little bit focused on the circumstances as it has taken place and not listening to your intuition. But if you can start to listen to your intuition and sort of like hold back, release the pain from the past and allow your own spirit guides or your intuition, your higher self, whatever you believe, to sort of guide you forward and find compassion for yourself, the Queen of Cups, you will be able to start a brand new journey. This is a whole new cycle where you can feel confident that you know who you are. You know how to share emotions. This is the Empowered Empath card. You know how to share yourself. But the Queen of Cups has boundaries. You know, she can call a spade a spade. She's not going to allow someone to manipulate her just because she cares for them, you know? Like, no, I am going to give freely to you, but if you try and take advantage of me, I'm, you know, going to withdraw from that. And once you're able to get to that energy, that's the balancing of the devil and the angel energy. And a whole new cycle will start for you guys, one that's going to bring about a lot of adventure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and this was such a pleasure. Please share with me in the comments what you thought. I'd love to hear how this relates to your life or how it resonated for you. Hit the thumbs up. Please share if you know someone else who might be interested. And I would love to work with you guys. If anyone is interested in having a session done with me, you can go to my website, odessamal.com. All of my booking information and services are available there. I do tarot card readings live and recorded. I do spiritual coaching where I can help walk you through anything that's going on in your life. And I can talk about the metaphysical or the spiritual aspects of that situation. I also do Reiki crystal healing where I can heal your energy system. I can do channeling with your spirit guides, and I can also go into your Akashic records and channel about your past lives. So thank you once again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care.